Oh man, how's that affecting your shooting schedule?
Well, I mean, yeah, we were shooting Homestead, movie and up in like San Francisco Bay area.
Mm-hmm.
And we had shot for 4 days and then they called a day off on the fifth day. And then at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they were like, everyone's leaving. We have flights booked. You're all leaving tonight. So it was like, whoa, like very sudden because that area called for like a mandatory stay at home. And I think they were going to make a curfew and everything. And we had a lot of night shoots outside coming up. So there was like no way. And we had to stay in a different location in a hotel. And the hotel was probably going to shut down. And we were like, we can't continue. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So I guess you're going to be pretty much on vacation with the rest of us for who knows how long.
Yeah, which I feel like it's not a vacation for me because I'm really working on a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, I saw your slate has
So
like 10 different things on it right now.
yeah, I mean, I just always have stuff to do. Like I'm finishing up the post production for State of Desolation, a film I produced, and so we have to get it through final color pass and final music pass, and then we're starting over with the sound design. So that's all in the process, as well as actually Homestead. I came on acting on it, but I ended up helping them so much that they've made me a producer on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have stuff to do for that. And then, yeah, these interviews and I'm into photo editing. So I've been doing a lot of that catching up. I have thousands of photos I haven't gone
Mm-hmm.
through over the years because I just haven't had time. And like, I have a book I want to complete. Like I have so much to do. It's like, so that's good though.
Yeah, luckily
Yeah.
my day job is essential, so I'll be busy during the day. But yeah, I'm trying to get all the interviews in at night just so I have something to do, just in case I don't have a job in a couple weeks.
Oh, wow. What's your job?
Uh, the 9 to 5 that actually pays. I'm an electrical engineer,
Oh, wow.
so
Okay. So
yeah, so
that's
I
essential.
yeah, because we design fire alarm systems, security systems, all that stuff. So that's still going on. Construction's kind of immune to everything right now, but eventually work's just going to dry up.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I kind of got out of the whole Hollywood thing. I right now I would just be going crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
Hmm.
talked to Sean Cain a couple weeks ago, and he was quite happy with your performance in Dead by Dawn.
Oh, he was.
I watched it this morning while I was at
Oh.
work since it was so not busy, and I think it's one of your best performances as a villain because you were so fun to watch.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Especially
That's so nice. Hmm.
your I think it's your final scene with you and Drew Mitchell where you're just berating her for being a victim was just the payoff at the end of that scene was so good.
Oh, good. 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 Yeah, I went quite far with it. I played with it and had fun with it. And because I mean, this character is dancing with a knife, stabbing at nothing that's there, and singing these crazy rhyme songs. I'm like, and the other characters too, the other villains are quite out there.
Mm-hmm.
So we as a group, we just all kind of went way out there. And versus the protagonists were very serious, and the subject matter is very dark. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this guy's a pedophile, Chad's character. So it's yeah, and then we put humor into it, and humor was written there as well. but we put humor into it. So not a lot of films do that. I think they either go very, very dark, especially with the subject matter we were dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
and or you know what I mean, or they're like make it like a spoof or something, or but we kind of have both. We have a very dark subject matter, and then we have like these comedic elements. So it's some people don't know how to take it. They're like, because it's just not done that way very often, I think. So, but yeah, we took chances and had fun with it, and we've gotten some great responses. So yeah, it's nice.
How much of your character's actions and dialogue was actually scripted, and how much of that was just you and Sean kind of figuring out the character of Snack?
Well, let's see. Like the song was written, but how I sang it was not. So when I read it, I just kind of heard it in my head, and the very first time I sang it was how I sung it in the film. So I didn't like. It just seemed right to me, the melody, like the rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Sean liked it, so that was good. And then the knife thing was just, I don't know. She's stabbing at the air like with a knife, and then I got all crazy and stuff. and Sean loved it, so it was, because yeah, they're crazy, just people. I mean, it's some of those scenes, but we had so much fun. But yeah, we weren't, I guess, because like Strangers, that movie with Liv Tyler,
Mm-hmm.
when they come into the home and it's so dark, the whole film, like, and the way the villains played, they were just very dark and serious. Yeah, we didn't go that route. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess with Sean, what was written and what I brought to it, and it just is what it is now. I guess.
Did you get a lot of time to spend with the other actors to kind of get the relationships going? Because there's kind of more or less there's our three villains kind of are a bit of a family in a way, in a twisted way, and then you have Lulu, who's their prey, but you kind of have to act as a team, and to get that team dynamic, you have to be either really, really good or spend a lot of time with each other, kind of getting to know each other and how to play off each other. How'd you all get that done?
Well, Chad, I actually met on set, so I didn't know him. And I think Sean just cast him. I think he had worked with him before. Bo, I sat in on the castings. I read with the actors and would discuss it with Sean and stuff, and kind of gave my input about. Sorry, my dog's barking.
That's all right.
I think the mailman's here. Gave my input about the casting. So I definitely wanted Bo right away. I was like, and oh my gosh, the actors were all so good. So, but I don't know, something about him. I was like, Bo. Like I pushed for Bo. Like I was like, I want Bo. And I'm so glad Sean decided to go in that direction. And then, yeah, we went to a play that Bo was doing. So I interacted with him there. So that was my second meeting, because I met him at the casting. And then when we went to his play, myself, Sean, and Sean's wife. And then, yeah, I actually stayed in the same cabin with Bo during the filming. Like it was just me and him and the cabin. We had our own rooms and stuff. It was like a 3-bedroom cabin. With this old like wood burning stove that is used to heat the place. We could not get the thing to work, and like it was a freezing, and like so we bonded there like in the cabin and stuff. So I did feel like Bo and I had time to bond, which was good, because in the film I'm like just totally whooped, over him in the movie. And we're a very passionate couple.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really good.
But it feels like your character is the much more dangerous one, even though Bo is intimidating, and when you first see him, he's got that serious, concerned look because they're looking for Lulu, and then he just flips it, just like the second that door closes and Kelsey Watson's out of the scene, he just flips it. But you seem the far more dangerous out of the duo.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, I had a lot going on under the surface. Like, I played her like she was emotionless. She didn't have feelings for other people because she had been so hurt in her early life. I'd imagine she had been abused, probably molested, you know what I mean? And Bo's character abuses her, and that's how what she equates to love at this point in her life. So yeah, I definitely played her very dark with some underlying issues for sure. Yeah.
When rapping was done, how easily were you able to shake that character off? Did you have to like kind of take some time to yourself, or could you just immediately just drop all that baggage that is Snack?
Oh, I didn't have time to shake it off. I went right to South Africa to film in the Furnace. Which is a faith-based drama.
Yeah, I interviewed you about that one a couple months ago. I didn't know that this one was filmed before that.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was filmed right before. So I literally left and went right to South Africa and had to switch gears and get into a totally different character.
Yeah. Wow. That really speaks to just how flexible. I think, Jamie, you're probably one of the most flexible actors that comes on my show, because you run this entire gamut in films. I mean, just like so many films so quickly and just so diverse characters. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Does it ever really take its toll as an actor to have to contort yourself mentally so often?
Absolutely. What takes its toll is doing like emotional stuff for me. Like it can really, like you can bring that home with you. Like on the film I was just in the middle of Homestead. Like, I mean, just what I draw from, like when I do emotional scenes, I'm a very intense actor. Like I just kind of go off in my own corner. I'm a very quiet actor though. I get mentally prepared way before those cameras start rolling. So I'm pulling from the darkest recesses of my mind, and then it is difficult to turn that off. I had trouble during the Furnace turning that off at times, and then on Homestead, which I was just shooting in San Francisco, I'd go back, would finish for the day, and I'm feeling super depressed. But that happens, I'm willing to experience that to give the most truthful portrayal to my art. It's worth it to me to go to those dark places. But yeah, it can definitely be really tough to pull myself out of that. But switching from character to character, I think movie after movie is easy for me. I don't know. It's not like I brought Snack to the Furnace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can tell the difference between the two now that I know the chronology of the filming. Yeah, I can see major differences.
Yeah.
I think it was 6 months before I first interviewed you in 2018. I interviewed one of your co-stars on another project. And I had asked, like, is Jamie Bernadette that intense in person? And she's like, no, she's very sweet. I was like, that's immediately what I thought every time I see you, is like, you are so intense.
Yeah.
And I think
I go to set.
You got that. You just have that just stare, and just that look. That look that kind of I have that gets me in trouble at work because everyone thinks I'm always angry. But you just have that intensity. I'm like, she's going to beat the crap out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I go to set and I have light scenes for the day, I think I am actually very social and I have fun laughing with people. And But when I have scenes that are coming up that day that are very dark, I'm a completely different person on set. Like, I stay away from people. I isolate myself. I'll listen to music a lot to block people out, like on my headphones. Like, I don't want to hear people. When the director talks to me on set, sometimes I have my eyes closed. I don't want to see him, but I'll nod. I want a minimal amount of conversation. It's just, it depends on what I'm filming. But yeah, I'm normally a friendly person, but somebody who might come to set and I have all dark scenes day after day after day might think differently. They might be like, But people understand, though. I'm just kidding when I say that. People do understand. They know, like, they realize your process as an actor very quickly. Like they did on Homestead that I was just filming. They went, oh, okay. Like, they got my process, you know, on the first day. So they're very understanding and respectful.
As far as a release date for Dead by Dawn, has the current situation we're in changed the release date at all, or is it still on schedule for when it's supposed to be out, which I think is April 7th, I think. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's still the release date. Like, I don't think it's changed at all. Yeah.
Okay.
People are probably watching more movies now than ever before. Because that's all we can do at home and play games and stuff at home, you know? So I'd imagine, like, Netflix and Amazon and all that's booming right now.
It's been nice. I can actually watch screeners before I interview people now. I actually have that kind of time.
Yeah, I think you cut out for a minute, but I'm not sure what I just caught the last part of what you said.
I actually have time to watch screeners now. Because usually it's the scheduling is so tight on my interviews that I never have time to really watch a screener. So now I actually do, it's nice because I can actually talk at length about the actual movie instead of asking very generalized questions.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Totally makes sense. Yeah, I have a lot of time, too, to watch my friends' movies, you know. I need to catch up on.
How do you go about, as one of my last bigger questions, how do you go about improving your craft? And do you see that kind of changing with the situation we're in now, where you have more time to do that? Do you see yourself maybe changing the way you do things a little bit, or are you going to keep the same processes that you've been using before?
I mean, I think I'll keep the same processes that I've been using before, but I mean, you know, I learn something on every film I do, or every new director I work with. I'm always learning and always open to learning. So, yeah, I mean, I think as actors, I think we're growing and changing all the time, and we'll probably be growing and changing when we're, you know, in our 90s. So I think we're always learning. I don't know if that answers your question, but
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
What else? What do you have coming out next after Dead by Dawn releases next month?
Let's see here. I'm actually going to pull up my IMDb quickly so I don't miss anything. But Fate of Desolation, we are in post-production, trying to get the film really tight. We have so many distributors interested, which is I'm so grateful for that. We have an amazing cast. And I produced that one. So hopefully this year it'll be out. And yeah, I don't have dates for the other ones, but you know, right on Dead by Dawn's tail, I would imagine The Colonials. It's a sci-fi, and Ash and Bone as well. It's a horror. The Bone Box is coming out. They have distribution. I'm not sure what's happening with the release date. I have a very minor part in that, but it was cool, different than I've ever played. I play a police officer, so that was fun, different. But I'm trying to look. Nicole Horax and the Killer. I'm not sure what's happening with that one, but I loved that script. I thought it was awesome. And Tracy Lords is phenomenal. I was so impressed with her. Wow, is she good?
she's in that. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen her in. I think the last horror movie I saw her in was the Crazy Eights back in like '08. So, yeah, it'll be great to see her in something.
Yeah, Will. She is, wow. She plays my mom in that, and we had a 20-page continuous scene. Like, did not stop for 20 pages. And what a great scene it was. The writing is so good. So I don't know. I guess the director, Bob, he wants to film like perfect. So I know he's working very hard on it, and I really hope it comes out soon, or I hear something soon, because I'm really excited about that one, and the other ones too. But I don't think I missed anything. Yeah,
everything else looks like it's in pre-production. So yeah, you're gonna be really busy this next like year and a half, it looks like.
Yeah, I have a pilot too, Ember, a TV pilot I did with the girl from The Walking Dead, Lindsley Register, and John Savage is in it, Shannon Elizabeth from American Pie, and I'm excited for that too, but it's a pilot, so it has to get picked up by the network. So yeah.
Yeah, or else the regular person out there just probably won't see it if it doesn't get picked up, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm hoping to get my scenes, no matter what happens. But we'll see. Yeah, the producers are really fantastic on that. I adore them, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, Jamie. Thank you again. Your third time back. It's always great to have you. It's always great to watch you in any movie, just because I know I'm going to get a good performance, and then sometimes I'm going to get a terrifying performance.
Thank you so much. Thanks for interviewing me again as well.
Of course. Stay safe, and hopefully we get to talk to you again very soon.